Russia has formally placed its first full regiment of the S-500 Prometheus air and missile defense system on combat duty, marking a significant milestone in Moscow's long-term push to build a next-generation strategic shield. Russian Defense Minister Andrei Belousov confirmed the development on December 17th, stating that the unit has now begun active service, more than 4 years after initial elements of the system were inducted into the aerospace forces in late 2021.
Within the aerospace forces, for the very first time, a dedicated air and space defense division has been successfully established. Furthermore, the inaugural regiment, which is fully equipped with a truly unique S-500 anti-aircraft missile system, a system specifically designed to intercept and destroy targets even in near-Earth space, has officially begun its combat duty.
The announcement follows earlier remarks by Chief of the General Staff General Valery Gerasimov, who had said in December 2024 that a complete S-500 regiment had already been formed, raising questions over the extended gap before it was declared fully operational. What makes the S-500 so powerful? Until China unveiled its HQ-29 missile defense system in August, the S-500 was widely viewed as a one-of-a-kind capability with no direct global equivalent. Designed to provide a strategic, upper-tier layer of defense, the system is intended to counter a broad spectrum of threats, including aircraft, cruise missiles, hypersonic weapons, and ballistic missiles using mobile launch platforms. Crucially, Russian officials claim the S-500 can intercept intercontinental ballistic missiles during their terminal phase, a capability previously limited to the US ground-based mid-course defense system and Russia's fixed A-135 missile shield around Moscow. The S-500 program was plagued by delays. Originally expected to enter service around 2015, its rollout was repeatedly postponed, even as Russia successfully ramped up production of other long-range air defense systems such as the S-400 and the upgraded S-300V4. Analysts believe S-500 production remains restricted, partly because Moscow may be refining the system based on operational experience from the 1st Regiment. Since 2021, S-500 elements have reportedly been tested in demanding environments, including Arctic deployments and later near Kerch in Crimea, where they were used to bolster protection for the strategically vital Kerch Strait Bridge, linking the peninsula to mainland Russia. The declaration of combat readiness comes amid broader geopolitical and military developments. In early December, Indian media reported that New Delhi and Moscow were set to formally begin discussions on the possible procurement of the S-500 during talks between Indian Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and his Russian counterpart Belousov on December 4th. The meeting was also expected to review delayed deliveries of the S-400 system to India and continue discussions on a potential sale of Russia's Su-57 fifth-generation fighter jet. Russian officials highlight the S-500's advanced capabilities as a major leap beyond existing systems. The Prometheus system is said to have an engagement range of up to 500 kilometers against atmospheric targets, surpassing the 400-kilometer reach of the S-400's 40 N-6 missiles, which Russia claims have seen combat use in Ukraine. The S-500 is also advertised as capable of destroying satellites, space-based vehicles, and high-speed hypersonic threats, giving it the potential to threaten high-value assets such as strategic bombers and airborne early warning aircraft. Russian Defense Minister Belousov described the S-500 deployment as a critical step in strengthening Russia's upper-tier air and missile defense architecture.
The key objective for the upcoming year is to preserve and build upon the momentum of the offensive that has been gained. We all know that today political and diplomatic efforts are being made to resolve the so-called Ukrainian conflict. At the same time, we clearly observe the attempts by European leaders and the Kyiv regime to avoid finding a solution to this pressing issue. This is about prolonging the conflict with the clear intention of maximally weakening our country. Simultaneously, intensified preparations of NATO's combined armed forces began for a confrontation with Russia by the 2030s. Such a policy creates real preconditions for the continuation of military actions into the next year, 2026.
The move comes as the war in Ukraine continues and tensions with NATO remain elevated, underscoring Moscow's emphasis on reinforcing strategic deterrence and showcasing advanced military technology on the global stage.
With not only just loiter munitions, some of long-range weapons. Their aircraft tried to penetrate our defenses. Our air defense systems have done a wonderful job. The S-400 system, which we had recently bought, has been a game changer. The range of that system has really kept their aircraft away from their weapons like those long-range glide bombs that they have. They've not been able to use any one of those because they've not been able to penetrate this system. And during our first night, sixth, seventh night, also air defense system had ensured that when they did their repost, their fighter aircraft was threatened. That time they had come with some of those long-range weapons which they were able to penetrate into our defenses in Balakot time, if you remember. Some of the army, some of the bombs had fallen very close to army area. But this time, since we were ready to use our long-range weapons of surface-to-air guided weapons, they were deterred. I think initially we found the build-up taking place, very massive build-up taking place. But once the first missile was fired from our side, from the ground, we suddenly found that that dissipation of that build-up.